a madhouse. So I'm going to get started. Family's going crazy. So let's bring our heels together. I'll take myself actually. Knees apart. We're getting into some stretches. So welcome along today. As you know, I've started a half an hour late because my class at Fitness First doesn't finish until a bit after 5, and then I have to get back home, have something to eat, spend a bit of time with the family, and then here we are. So welcome along to the class today.
He didn't have clothes on. He just had undies on.
Yeah, right now he's got shorts on. Although you can see his legs behind.
You can see him. We're going to
What?
start with...
It looks like he's potentially naked walking over here. I swear he has got a undies on. They're going upstairs. They're going to have a shower really soon, and then we're going to get into our class in peace. So we're holding each stretch 1 to 2 minutes, as you know. That's the theme of it. These guys are going upstairs, and they're going to have a bath. They've been down at the carrots the whole time I was at my last class, and they were they took out all the carrots from down the bottom. We've given a couple to some neighbours around and have a few for us. So next time we know to space them out a little bit more, I think that will make a difference. Yeah. The other one. So just a couple more breaths. Hope that you're all well. It looks like he has nothing on. I swear he has got he's got something on. Like my brother though, a lot of men are not fussed if they've seen naked or not. Let's bring the legs out wider. I have no qualms with it. So we're going to flex the feet and have your toes upward. And if you can't reach the toes, just hold on to anywhere along the legs. I feel quite tight today. I've been doing a lot of leg work the last couple of days or so. It's nice to stretch it out. And stretching is so crucial. It's really important for your body, for your mind. I was meant to pack that away. That's a sewing kit that I used to use when I was a little girl that my mum brought over for them a few weeks ago, and she took it out. I was like, don't take it out, don't take it out. Came out of the box, and there's everything. So much to pack away. So if you get distracted, that's fine. Something to look at. So remember to keep the feet flexed, keep pushing the toes sort of back away from you. And again, continue with the breathing. This one we're going to just hold for the 2 minutes, I think, as well. If you need to, you can come down a little bit further onto those elbows. You might need a deeper breath to help you get there. So remember, keep having those toes pointed up towards you. And nice deep breaths. There's like a bird everywhere out there. There's one on the roof, there's one on the tree, there's another on the electricity, was it satellite? All just around. It's quite warm for them outside. 34 on Friday, it's going to be a hot one. Very hot. I think I might let the girls go in the splash pool after school. Ramira's like, please don't walk and drive and pick her up. And I think I might drive. It's a bit hot for them to be out in that weather. Let's bring your right leg in. Turn yourself towards the bent leg and then come on down towards the straight leg, okay? Keep opening your heart out. And just nice deep breaths. This is a stretch for your waist. If you want more, your arm comes over and that sort of helps you tip more, and then you can hold on and then you can bring the arm around, and so you're sort of opening yourself up to get a deeper stretch in through your waist. Just pull yourself down. Really nice deep breathing. If you don't like this, just hold on with the same arm, reaching down. And then we're going to just come out of that just a minute there and then turn to that same leg. So readjust yourself so you're even on both sit bones and then come down. And just use that breath to really ease you into the stretches. So we can book holidays now interstate. Have anyone booked anything yet? I was just talking to my auntie before. She said there's a great deal that she's just booked for February to the Mirage in the Gold Coast. I think it's the Gold Coast, she said. She said it's really good and she wants to go there because her boyfriend likes the buffets. I'm like, are you sure they don't have buffets? I don't know if the buffets are going to be going on. They might not. Who knows? People are like germy still. Couple more breaths here. And then we're going to go for our side stretch to the other side. We take the leg out. We come down with the same arm. Just make your way down that leg. A lovely release. You can stay at this level. You don't have to extend it anymore. Just try and keep straightening that leg. If you want, though, the arm goes over. You keep going until you can touch down and then use that other arm to open you out. Keep straightening out the leg. The last few sessions, I haven't done this one. I haven't felt like my body can actually get into this position, so I haven't done it for a while. Even though I stretch every night, I haven't done this stretch per se. You notice the difference when you haven't done something for a while. Your body definitely loses form. Good on you for being out there and joining me. I know a lot of you have dropped off because the gyms are open. Come on up out of that. Oh, what a release. And turn and come through. One of the guys in my class tonight, I know he was doing some sessions while we were in lockdown, and I said, have you still been doing any online sessions? And he's like, nah, just the gym now. So, you know, that's normal. But I'll keep going. I'm actually very much enjoying the routine, and this is one time I can do the full stretch. Like I've said to you, not on the bed while the girls are watching their cartoons. It's like I can just, it's not all cartoons. ABC2, from Bluey to Andy, that time slot. So really use the back, from the lower back to come down. So we're going to come up and then we're going to bring both feet forward. I'm going to have a flexed foot. You can see those big toes there in front of you. Just hold on. Someone once told me my big toe looks like an egg. It's so big. Pretty big. I was speaking to my brother earlier today and he said, I did that mini stretch class that was a few weeks ago now. And he said, I did it. We did it a while back. And he goes, that lady that you were referring to that you were hoping that she was not angry at you, is she angry at you? And no, she's not. She just wasn't doing the live stream that day. So in case anyone else was wondering, she does the live classes with me in the park on Saturday. So hi, Val. And if any of you are interested, 5:30, Timber Ridge Reserve. Actually, you might be there and you just haven't said hi to me. So my brother was wondering if you're angry at me. That's too funny. So yeah, not 5:30, 8:30 in the morning, Saturdays at Timber Ridge Reserve. On the actual oval part, it's nice and flat, and we'll find the shaded area. And yeah. So we've got 2 minutes on this one, in case you were thinking I've gone over. We are doing the whole 2 minutes here. And down further from the lower back. Oh. Such a lovely, lovely stretch. You can feel this through the back of the legs. I can feel it all the way around my back. My back's pretty tight. We did a good back session tonight in class. It was lots of abs, got lots of back. One of the guys that came said he wanted some lower back stuff, or back in general. So we did a lot. I might do it on Friday in the live stream here, because I think it was a pretty good session. Right, so we're going to bring our left leg under and our right leg's going over, and we're just going to hug with the left arm and then use your back arm, which is over here, to lift you and then twist you. You can just look to the back, but I'm going to just keep looking forward because it feels almost rude to be looking back. No, I don't want to look at that mess either. You would think it's strange that I'm looking forward, I can see it in the reflection, but I've done this when the girls have been crazy and around, and I've said to Mum, have a look at it. And I see things, and she's seen things, and I've seen things that the kids have done, and I'm like, I didn't see that during the time at all. So, yeah, your mind doesn't see it all. Your brain doesn't pick it all up. Speaking of picking it up, we're going to use this left hand to pick up your right foot or your leg, whatever feels best, and then push it away, and then your arm goes away as well. I don't look at all my classes, but I definitely, the ones where the girls are in and being maniacs, I like to go back and just have a bit of a look and see if it's anything too inappropriate. And it's the stretch classes mainly that I have a look at. And they're pretty inappropriate. They're everywhere, all around. I love them. They're good kids, actually. They are very good kids. I'm blessed. Listen, team, take this foot now and take it out to the side. For someone that never wanted kids, cannot complain with the kids that I've got. That's for sure. Shoulders stay relaxed, sitting up tall, brace the belly in. Again, nice deep breathing. In a moment, we're going to take the foot that's closest to your bottom, which I'm moving now, away from you a little bit more, and then place the other leg on top. And just sit yourself back so you're nice and comfortable here. And now it's your left arm is going back, and you can either push down on it. I know I'm a bit cut off, or you can lace your fingers. And then as you're doing this, just push the arm back. Ramiro hates these shorts. Doesn't like them at all. I wore them to gym today. I said, why don't you like them? Is it because my legs don't look so good in them? And he goes, yeah, that as well as you look like you don't have any bum. I'm like, okay. It's all right. Remembering like the 90s where everyone wanted to be that stick look anyway. So that could be potentially a compliment. They're not the most flattering pants. I said that to him when let's come down to the side, we'll make our way down. And if you can't be down on your elbow, still up high is fine. Just work your way down though, but keeping your sit bones down. We went to school pickup together before I went to work. And I said to him, you know what? I don't feel particularly comfortable in them. They are not the most flattering shorts, but I'm going to commit. I'm like, I've put them on now. I'm not going to change. I've committed to the shorts. So that's today. So team, come up and over to the other side. So still just giving us a waist a bit of a workout, but we're not letting our hip roll up, okay? We're keeping our hips down. I was actually listening to ABC radio on the way home, and they were talking about the security guards that have been involved with hotel quarantine, and they were saying that Sydney has had how many incidents, try and guess, how many incidents of security guards doing the wrong thing, let's come forward, and that they've either been sacked or they've been found sleeping on the job or just doing things that they shouldn't be doing. 2,000 times. 2,000 times. I mean, seriously. It scares me. I don't know if it scares you about getting international travellers coming back into Victoria. I mean, yeah, I hope we're prepared this time around because last time, what a fiasco. So come on down. Oh, face yoga. Let's pull on back. It's working. We've been doing it for a while now, and I'll tell you how I know it's working. Because I feel like my forehead has gotten less creases. And my mum even said to me, what have you been doing with your face? It looks so good. I'm putting it down to this face yoga. It could be wearing a mask and covering up from the sun, who knows? But I'm putting it down to the face yoga. So join me, pushing back. And just a quick got to the forehead, and you're going quite fast here. Pushing back. I'm just using my head more than my fingers. My head's moving up and down. And my fingers are from my eyebrows up to the hairline. Keep it going. I've got quite a few more seconds to go. All right, so what we're going to do now is come up, take this top leg with you to the side that it's closest to you, and then the other leg goes away, and we're just going to be hip on heel. We're going for a slow, like you're in a shower and you're pushing all that soap or the water off you. Just push back. I've got a minute here, and then I'll extend this position out. If you don't like the extension that I'm going to give you, then please, by all means, you can stay here and continue on with the face yoga, because the extension that we're going to do, there's no face yoga in it. So much noise going on up there. I don't know what they're doing. I know the bath is ready. So the first option is to just be up on your hands. The second option is to just hold on to the foot. Third option is to be on there. I'm cutting myself off, that's all right. You can have your arm up, or you can lace your fingers. I'll just come forward more so that I'm not completely headless. And this is a lovely stretch here, just releasing in through your quad of the leg that is down, that's behind you, and also a little bit in through the hip of the leg that is bent. Now, of course, you don't have to do this. You can stay in that forward position, lying down and continuing on with the face yoga. We're only doing this one for a minute. And then we're going to repeat everything that we've done on one side to even us out for the other side. Does your face already feel a bit tighter? Mine does. I love the face yoga. Never going to give it up. Let's release that. It's just like every other exercise regime. Bring this leg over on top and then hold on. So now we're doing everything the other way. So your arm is acting like a second spine. We're twisting the other way. Just like any other exercise regime. Pilates, walking, stretching, face yoga, they're all part of my regime, and I can't imagine not doing any of them now. De-wedge myself. Very glamorous. Anyway, so remember, sit tall, twist yourselves. Looking back if you can. I'm going to look at that bird walking up on that roof up there. I love that roof, the fact that it's UV resistant so that the girls can be out there in summer when the sun's like up high and they don't need to put sunblock on. It's 99% block out, which is great. So hold on to that foot, take it away from you, and then the arm goes away as well. So we've got long line, lovely stretch here. Just 30 seconds here and then 30 seconds with the leg going out. So you should already feel a bit of a tightening around there and up around here. And now we're going to take a hold of that foot and take it out to the side. Sit on tall, shoulders drop, bracing the belly in. Just had dinner, so it's hard to brace in, but I prefer to finish early rather than later. So I always attempt to eat prior to the class. Not a Pilates class. Obviously, you should be finishing earlier than just and then class. Probably should have a couple of hours to digest. Let's move that leg forward more and then place the leg on top. Get yourself evenly weighted on both sit bones, and now it's your right arm that goes back and you're pushing down onto it. So it's the opposite arm to the knee that's on top. And then if you can, reach around behind, place those fingers. As you breathe out, you're just feeling that tummy move in. Nice lovely spine stretch. Very loud. I don't know if you can hear them. Happy. Anna's been getting threats from me that have made her sleep better. I think if you did class with me last night, I mentioned that I threatened I'd go and move in with my mum in the evenings so that I don't have to have her calling me throughout the night, which has worked the last few nights. She's been better. So I'm going to continue the threat. Hey, whatever works. Let's push onto that top knee, come down the other way. Lovely release there. Nice deep breathing. Now over to the other side. When I was chatting with my brother today, we were talking about school pickup. The people like me who we walk to school without the mask on because we're allowed to, yay. But then when we get to the school, we put it on. And then there's the people like my brother who has hated wearing masks from the get-go, so he just doesn't put his mask on. And there's a really, you can see the difference between the mask wearers and then the people that don't, because there's a lot of parents that don't, that just don't wear them. And you can tell that they're like, why the hell are you still putting it on? You look stupid. But seriously, you should still be wearing them if you can't socially distance. And there's people that are still socially distancing. Okay, face yoga. Pushing from your cheekbones, actually from the outside of your lip and back. So now you're up along the cheekbone. Pushing right back. So I've got the 2 minutes here. So we'll make the most of that with our face yoga. It's not always possible throughout the stretches to do them because we're needing our hands for other things. But when we can manage it, let's do it. In a moment, we're going to do quite a fast exercise, but you're going to be moving your hands from one side. So you're starting like this, and then you're moving it slowly. So now, instead of being on the side, it's sort of in the middle part of your eyebrow. Yeah, and just lifting one side up. And then from the inner part of the eyebrow, and then to the center of your forehead, or forehead. I never say forehead. I don't know why I said it then. I'm always a forehead type of person. I say forehead, not forehead. And then the inner part of your other eyebrow. And then the middle part of the eyebrow. Just making sure I'm not going over the minute. And then the outside part of your eyebrow before we get to the very side of your temple even. So go for that now. Temple. I'm going almost over the time, but that's all right. Pick up your top leg, take it over, and then that bottom leg goes behind you, and we're just staying here. We're going to continue with forehead. Again, it's your fingertips pushing up from all over that eyebrow to the hairline. Just a minute here, and then I'm going to give you that transition into the next position. But you don't have to take it. You can stay here and just continue with the face yoga, or just stay here without the face yoga too. I just have to keep looking at the clock. All right, so we're going to come up, position 1, position 2, chop the head off, position 3, 4, or 5. Head is definitely chopped off. And again, just feel that tightness that you've created in the face. Whoop. We're not going to do the frog today. We're going to, after this, get straight onto our back and do the frog in reverse, which is your child, happy baby. Yeah. So we'll just gently come out of that. And then if you can, lie on your back for me. And we'll pick up our feet and then pull them down. So we're going for a really nice inner thigh, hip, groin, all that area, getting a nice stretch. It was the final of SAS Australia last night. Grueling. I can't believe the stuff those people put themselves through. Intense. But it's impressive to watch. I know people that hate the idea of war would be finding it repulsive. And I don't like the idea of war. I just like the idea of how much you can push your body. Gee, some of the torture techniques, horrible. So if you can, please, let's take our legs out wide and just use your inner thigh weighted down with your hands. Forgot to turn the top light on. I hope that's not making too much of a difference for you. I hope you can still see okay. It's pretty light outside still. I completely forgot with the half an hour later start, it might make a difference. I can pop it on if it need be. I'm going to get into some face yoga again in a second. And we're going to take our legs out to the side, one forward, one side. We're not going to do the legs up tonight because we're going to do some leg work later from knee position. So let's take one leg straight away, the other leg to the side, and then the arm that's out, just the same eye as the side that the leg's out. Start tapping underneath your eye, just from inside to the outside of the eye, and then back. Keep that tap tap going. And people buy cream, right? And then they do this with the cream. But I reckon the same result will probably be the case without the cream, yeah? I don't buy any of those creams. I've told you before, all I use on my face is coconut oil. And obviously sunscreen in the daytime if I'm going to be out. But the coconut oil definitely all through winter. I don't have my shower until after my cardio anyway. I don't necessarily go out straight after that, so coconut oil most of the time. Let's switch. So other leg goes out. Try and keep yourself down as much as possible, and then again, tap, tap, tapping. And I only wash my face with baking powder. Is it baking powder? Mixed with water, baking soda. Baking powder, I think it is. I don't know. I just don't like putting chemicals. I feel like the sunscreen's chemical. That's sort of like, in our sun, you're sort of asking for trouble if you don't put it on, which is what I used to ask for, but now I'm trying to be smart. I feel uncool with this finger, the left side. We're nearly there.
Okay, listen. So we're going to bring this leg that was out on top of the other thigh and then bring the legs in. Let's just go for some rolls one way. If you want to do more face yoga, you can do some lips side to side. It looks stupid, but I'm sort of beyond caring. Then do the other way, rolling with the foot. Then you can keep it still and just pull the legs in. The other knee, push it away slightly. Face side to side. A little bit longer. And so the next one is a nice hip opener. So let's take a hold of your opposite feet. Keep the legs crossed, lower them down. And then if you can, you're taking your arms out away from you. All right, but if you want more, we're going to do, again, some face stuff. But this time it's around your neck. So it's underneath, pushing that neck around. Under the jaw, under the neck. Again, it's only a minute. We're going to switch sides now. So bring the other leg up on top. Circles one way, and this time it's a, I know it looks stupid. It's like a baby that's going to scream but nothing comes out. Circles the other way. You can keep the leg still and just pull in more. And keep the leg, the mouth going. Or you don't have to do it. Yeah. You do what you got to do, right? My kids think I look stupid, so does my husband, but I'm not stopping. Let's hold on to the opposite feet and then just lower yourselves down again. And then what we're going to do is just onto your lips, fingers, smooth them out. A minute here as well. It's hard to talk, so let's keep this going. Rightio, so we're going to bring our legs up and together and then take them down to one side, and you're going to open your arms out. And we want to keep our shoulders flat, so if the face yoga gets in the way of doing that, please just don't do it. But if you can, your arms are coming up and you're just pulling all the way back again from your eyebrows, even around to the temples, you see, and pulling up away from what gravity usually wants it to do, which is down. Hola, Alba. ¿Vienes a saludar? ¿Ven a saludar? O mejor todavía, ayúdame a guardar esto. Disculpa, Alba. Ana.
Hi.
All right, so if you don't want any more, you can pick up that leg and take it up over, make it more intense, and just keep your arms still. ¿Qué pasa?
Fine.
¿Qué pasa?
Que ahora me pegó.
Está buscándote. Escuché y decir, ¿dónde está? Anna's upstairs looking for Alba. She doesn't realize she's smacked down here.
I jumped down the stairs and I went.
Last picture. So just really enjoy this stretch for the spine, twist. We're working me up front, one still front.
Oh,
Hmm?
oh, oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you
Nada.
hear?
Yo sé, pero ahí vas a decir algo.
No.
So let's just bend that knee back and then take the stack over to the other side. Other. No vienes para start. And then again, the fingertips, same deal, pulling it up. I told you she thinks it looks ridiculous. Ayúdame, guarda esas cosas para coser.
Oh,
No me haces nada. ¿Me escuchas?
sí.
No.
No.
No, sabes. Ya te lo veo todo. ¿Sabes?
¿Qué?
Sí. Vamos a hacer así. Keep this going a little bit longer, please. And then we're going to let the arms have a break and just take that top knee over more. ¿Guardas o subes?
Okay, cool.
Chao. Nos vemos arriba.
Okay, ¿cuál es tu número?
No sé. And then, okay, we're going to take that leg up. In case you weren't with me last night, and you usually do the Tuesday evening, just this Tuesday evening, I'm not going to be doing a session. So that's in like 6 nights' time because it's Ramira's birthday tomorrow. But Tuesday night's the only night that we can all go out as a family with my mum and her partner as well. So we're all going to go out. So I won't be doing the stream, but I'll be back 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. I'll be doing this class next week, obviously at 6 still. Good to see there's a couple of you out there. So I know that still suits you guys. It's a lovely spinal twist. And then I'm going to get us into a tricky, sort of intense stretch. Hopefully we can try and do it. It's what would have been easy when we were kids to do it. So what we're doing is we've got our knees together, our feet apart, and we're just trying to push our knees down to the ground, but bring the feet closer towards you, and then just have them down. And while you're doing that, if you can, pushing whole face, not the forehead, just the face, from the cheeks. Again, no posing that gravity, but as we're lying down here, it's sort of helping gravity. Pulling down, gravity's helping us, I should say. This is intense, isn't it? With around the legs, the thighs, the butt. We're only going to do it a minute, okay? And we're already halfway, more than halfway. So we're going to come up, team. So just release that. Bring your knees in and just roll yourself up. And we're going to get into our leg stuff. So I'll get you into it straight away. Have your toe in line with your knee and you're just sort of leaning forward. I'm going to move the screen up a fraction. You stay like that. So the toes in line with the knee and you're leaning forward. You're not letting the heel come down. Let me redo the hair. I haven't had a haircut in a long time. The last time was Mother's Day, and I remember just cutting my hair myself in the bathroom, putting it up in a ponytail and just going snip. And prior to that was, I
I think maybe 2 and a bit years earlier, because I hate going to the hairdresser, but I feel like I need to do something. I find the hairdresser just a horrible experience. Let's take this leg forward and then outside your body line. Yes, I've cut my head off. And then pull the knee in. So you've got holding on to the knee. Come down. I'm still cut off. So I'll just, I'll stay here cut off. That's fine. Probably best to show you the proper positioning. So upright. Yes, turn of the other one to come down. Ana, ¿vienes para arreglar? She's going to come and clean up her mess. Keep on breathing.
Just come to put this in the carpet, and after I put it in, then
Muy bien. Guardas todo bien.
right up and put it
Todo dentro de la
and
caja.
pull it and some.
So we'll gently come forward to release that leg well. And then you're going to take the leg further forward. I'm just coming side on. And then take the leg outside your body line, and you're either down on your hands or you can come down onto your elbows. While you're here, if you're on your elbows, just push it all up again. Going a bit crazy with the face yoga today.
No matter.
See, it's on the invierno. She's got her winter socks on. I'm not
Tu
sure why.
compraste
Papi compró, creo. Sí, creo que era papi.
el papi de comprado.
Sí, porque papi le gusta comprar medias para ti. Él siempre compraba las medias por algo también. Yo no.
Tú no
No.
compras pequeño medio.
See, I compró. Oh, what a startle. So we're going to just gently come up to your hands if you're down on your elbows, and then move your weight back, straightening that leg. But now we're crossing our body over. Just holding on. That's why I didn't do any of the straight leg up high, because all this, what we're doing now, is working the same thing. Really intense, this one. And it's very beneficial. We're going to hold it for 2 minutes. Gracias, mi veloz. Los pequeños piezas, ¿por qué no pones en la basura mejor? Son basura. Oh my gosh, my mum keeps everything. To think I used to use that as a kid. It's like a sewing machine kit, but with wool. Déjalo, yo lo guardo el resto. Gracias, esa fue buena. Gracias. No. Déjalo porque yo lo hago, yo no quiero que se caiga. Mira, 2 piezas más. Muchas gracias. Yo pensé que ibas a dejar todo para mí. Gracias. ¿Eso? Sam, hueles bien. She smells so good. I don't. I need a shower. Hueles increíble. Rico. Well, that's so good. I mean, it smells so good. Huh? This is the puppy. Anda, pues pregunta a ella, mi amor. She's talking about Albus Reader. She brings home a different book every day. So I'm going to just turn and then make our way down. Keep going down as far as you can, and then you can sit back. If you need to go further, do that. And yes, it becomes more face yoga. So what we're going to do is we're going to, what was I can't remember what we were going to do. So just with your palms, so that save the fingers a bit, just push along the forehead again. Sort of up and out to the side. This is only a minute, okay? Yeah. See what I mean? I've got good girls. Look at her coming and cleaning up. I didn't expect her to do it. It shows. They're growing up nicely. So come on up, bring that leg in, and then we've got the other foot with the toe in line with the knee. I'll just show you this side. See how my heel's not down? Yeah, that's what you want to make sure, because you want to be leaning forward like you're about to start a race. So you're ready to pounce. If the heel's down, you'll be slower off the mark, right? Deep breathing. So most of these are just a minute, except for the one that we were reaching for our opposite toe, and that was 2 minutes. And then I'm going to just come up and cut my head off a bit. So take the leg forward but outside your body line, then reach back and hold on to your foot, pulling it in towards you. The more upright you are, the more of a stretch you're going to get in your quad. And if you can hold on with the two legs, it sort of allows you to, 2 hands, you can pull in tighter. You know that I booked a trip that I was meant to do this year, and we were meant to go to Easter Island and then back to the Galapagos where Ramira's from. But obviously that was cancelled. And then I thought, oh well, a really good deal came along. So I booked this cruise that was meant to happen in March around New Zealand and then back over to Australia, which I thought, by then surely we'd have this little bubble going with New Zealand. But then again, that got cancelled. So I've just got that credit from the cruise, because I had a credit from the cruise we did last year in Japan because of the typhoon. Anyway, so I have like quite a bit of cruise money credit. Come onto the elbows. But I've noticed that the cruise that they've got on offer have all sort of bumped up in price as well. So it's a little scammy. But I'm looking at booking something for January 2022. That's when I think that we'll be able to do something. And it's the same cruise, it's New Zealand again. If anyone who doesn't like cruising and you haven't tried it, don't knock it. It's actually brilliant for people like us that have little kids, because your travel is covered. You don't have to worry about traveling at all. There's kids clubs. So again, if you want to have time away, if your kids are older than 3, which Anna wasn't in the last one and Alba wasn't on the one before that, you can put them in a kid club and then you've got time as a couple, which is lovely, or a single. And let's cross over. So this is 2 minutes here, right? No, I didn't do any flow sleep yoga before. And then the food. No, it's not Michelin star, but far out. How many people cook like that anyway? And it's just the fact that you don't have to cook or worry about where you're going to get your meals. It's so easy. It's just amazing. So yes, we like to cruise. Just hope the vaccine's in place and we're all going to be all right. So I can, I want to book it. Mum won't. She's scared until there's a vaccine. She won't cruise, which I completely understand. So yeah, haven't booked it yet, but definitely looking at like I want to. I definitely want to go somewhere around, next year, locally. 2 minutes, remember, so keep on twisting it over. Really lovely stretch for that back of the leg. More so when you give yourself that hand out to the outside of the foot or the leg, wherever you can reach. So just really gently release that and creep it out and keep on creeping it out until you can go no further. And then we sit back. Oh, hold tight. If you want any face yoga, just some tapping. Okay. I don't know if that's coming across as sounding loud. It feels like it's quite a loud sound. Now, I did say to my girls I would be up there by the time Andy is on, or Andy is towards the end. So we'll do a few more stretches and then I will go up and spend a bit of time with them reading books and just a bit of more time. So we're going to come out of that one a bit longer than we should have. And I'll come forward a little bit. We're going to just take a seat wherever feels comfortable, if you're on your knees or not. And just take your head over to the side. Give your neck a stretch. So it's a nice pull for your neck. Nice release. Sitting tall, bracing the belly. So like I said, Friday morning I'm going to do a really good back session. Of course there's going to be abs involved, but the back's going to get a lot of benefit. So join me if you can. Come up and over to the other side. We took our little Anna to the park earlier. And some duty, no, I'll say young kids, are probably younger, teenagers or so, have left bottles, McDonald's, cigarette butts, everything, all over the tables in the park. It's filthy. Yes, I cleaned it all up. There was a bin not far away. I can't understand. Bottles were thrown. It's like, how can you do that? Thankfully, no smashed glass. Very inconsiderate. Considering that the bin literally was 30 metres away. So I'm going to bring the head back up to the centre, lace your fingers behind you, then take them back and then lift them up. I'll show you side on. Yeah? This is a lovely stretch for the arms. And this will be our last stretch. I do want to, not harder, but, oh, you are there. Hello. Yes, I'll see you Saturday. You can always do the Friday class if you want. No, actually don't. Your arms will feel sore from it. And you're probably going to do something else anyway. Yeah, so don't do them. Yeah, so my brother was asking about you. Too funny. So let's just release the arms down. Oh, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the stretch. I'll be back 6 o'clock next week if I don't see you prior to then. Okay, bye.